This is Our League, an introduction to Canada's Grey Cup and the CFL. On the Canadian Football News Network, with CFNN anchors Celia and Kyle, special features reporter Margot, technology reporter Isabella, and Little Earl.
Welcome to the Canadian Football News Network.
Our program takes an informative and fun look at the Canadian Football League and the Grey Cup.
On today's segment, we are going to focus on the current CFL teams across Canada.
We'll learn about the teams playing in this great league.
And Lilera will tell us when each team started and a bit about their name, color, and jerseys.
To begin, let's look at a map of Canada. As we know, Canada is a huge country from east to west. Right now, the CFL has 8 teams.
There are 4 teams in the west and 4 teams in the east.
Let's go to our fabulous field reporter, Little Earl, who will tell us about all the teams in the West Division.
Thanks, gang. Let's start on Canada's west coast in British Columbia. The largest city is Vancouver and is home to the BC Lions. The team's nickname, the Lions, came from a pair of mountain peaks that look like lions overlooking the city. The BC Lions football team was founded in 1954, and their jersey is orange, black, and white. Their cheer team is known as the Felines Dance Team, and their mascot is named Leo the Lion. Sports writers sometimes refer to the Lions as the Leos.
Thanks, Lilera. Now let's look at the 2 Alberta teams.
Beginning in Calgary.
Lilera, back to you.
The Calgary Stampeders formed in 1945. Now, their nickname comes from the internationally famous Calgary Stampede held every July in that city. The Stampeder jersey is red, white, and black, and their cheer team is called the Outriders. Calgary was the first team to have a mascot, and his name is Ralph the Dog.
Staying in Alberta, Little Earl will now tell us about the other team that plays in the province known as the Wild Rose Country.
The Edmonton Eskimos started in 1949, and their green and gold colors are a familiar sight around the CFL. The Eskimos actually have 2 mascots, named Punter and Nanook. Their cheer team is internationally renowned for their acrobatic stunts and dance routines. They are one of the few North American cheer teams who have guys in their group.
Lilera, tell us about the last Western team, the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
In 1950, Saskatchewan's football team became known as the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The name Roughriders came from an elite Northwest Mounted Police Corps of expert horsemen. The Roughriders mascot is Gaynor the Gopher, who first appeared in 1977. The Rider cheer team wear the familiar green and white colors while entertaining during Rough Riders home games.
Hey, Little Earl, thanks for that look at the Western Division.
Let's now take a look at the teams in the Eastern Division, beginning in Winnipeg.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are one of the CFL's oldest franchises, celebrating their 80-year anniversary in the league in 2010. The team name originates from 1936 during a game against the University of North Dakota. It was there that a local sports writer declared, "These are the Blue Bombers of Western football." And from that day on, the team was known as the Blue Bombers. Winnipeg's team colors are blue and gold, and their cheer team is called the Blue Lightning Dance Team. Winnipeg has 2 mascots, Buzz and Boomer, who entertain the fans with their silly comedy routines and outrageous stunts.
Earl, there are 2 CFL teams that play in Ontario.
Let's start in Toronto.
The Toronto Argonaut Football Club started way back in 1873 as part of the Argonaut Rowing Club. They are the CFL's oldest franchise, and it's because of the rowing club history that the Argonauts are sometimes referred to as the Boatmen or the Double Blue. Double blue refers to the team's colors, which are 2 shades of blue combined with white. They have a mascot named Jason, who appears at Argo's home games with shield in hand to try to help the team win another Grey Cup. Toronto's cheer team can also be seen at each home game wearing the team's traditional colors.
Thanks, Earl, for that summary of the CFL's oldest franchise.
Let's now look at the other CFL team based out of Ontario, the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
The Hamilton Tiger Cats were founded in 1950 and are sometimes called the Ticats, Tigers, or Tabbies. Their team colors are black, gold, and white, and they have two team mascots, TC and Stripes. The Tiger Cats cheer team is a talented group of dedicated dancers who entertain the fans at each home game.
Earl, we're down to one remaining CFL team.
Let's learn about the Montreal Alouettes.
The original club was renamed the Montreal Alouettes in 1946 after the famous work song Alouette. The English translation of the word alouettes is skylarks or larks, a species of larkbird which has become a symbol of the Quebecois. The Alouettes are the only CFL team from the province of Quebec. Their jersey colors are red, blue, silver, white, and black. And their team mascots are called Touche and Blitz. The Alouettes cheer team is a group of 32 women who perform at each home game.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
Me neither. And that brings us to our review section.
I learned that the Western teams are the BC Lions, Calgary Stampeders, Edmonton Eskimos, and Saskatchewan Roughriders.
And the Eastern teams are the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Toronto Argonauts, Hamilton Tiger Cats, and Montreal Alouettes.
The Toronto Argonauts are the CFL's oldest franchise.
And the Calgary Stampeders are named after the Calgary Stampede.
We've now learned about the CFL teams, their names, colors, mascots, and cheer teams. That's all the time we have for this segment.
Tomorrow, we'll have another exciting segment for you as we talk about the impact of the CFL on Canadian nationalism and community.
It's going to be awesome.
Bye
for now.